How you doing? Just want to jump on here and talk about current events, all the bullshit that's happening. It's pretty much what we were doing yesterday. Uh, Seems to me like we're getting closer and closer to the end. I don't know if, well, it doesn't seem to be anybody on here yet. I'm going to wait before I say anything and chill for a minute. Trying to see if I had me a nice tea in here somewhere. What to do with that? There it is. I'm looking out the window here on this video. I don't know if you see me pointing out the car window behind me. Looks like it's fucking daylight out there. It's fucking nighttime. It must be just the lights in the parking lot behind me. It looks like a blue sky. I don't know. Just thought that was kind of weird. Speaking of weird, with the sky and blue sky, which we don't really have anymore. I mean, if you were born back in the 70s or maybe a little after that or earlier, you would know what I was talking about. The skies aren't the same. The chemtrailing the shit out of the sky for a long time. And it just looks like a washed out white color, mostly to me. It used to be like a bright blue, and the clouds looked different. And we didn't have all this acid rain shit eating the leaves off of the trees. Shit is getting fucked up. Okay? You want to talk about climate change? There you go. It's not from, we the people. It's from the fucking garbage they're dumping out of the backs of planes, That's mostly it. And how about this, too? Again, it's not the little guy driving around his Toyota or whatever the hell kind of car he's got. It's the fucking big guy with all his fucking shit going to market and semi trucks, making billions of dollars, not giving a shit or paying back into the system to, try to clean the air up, maybe do something different. But they want to tell you your carbon footprint's too fucking big, It's horse shit. Picking on the little guy, and we're the fault of everything. You're killing grandma. Remember that line? They like to fucking try to dump guilt bombs on us, Constantly fucking telling you how you're fucking up when they're the ones that are fucking up. It's hypocrisy times 10. And I get kind of tired listening. Hey, how you doing? Who's that? What's up? How you doing? Hey, dial up. How you doing? What's up, Fred? Who is fucking up? Billionaires. The elites. The fucking, basically, in my opinion, the fucking fallen ones. Because I bet you follow their bloodline back. It goes right to biblical times, to the Nephilim, I think. You don't agree with that there, dial up? That there's certain people in this world that are in the position that they're in because that's the kind of, what's this say? Goes all the way back to pole smokers. Okay. All right. Yes, it's a bloodline thing. Right. Wait a minute. I wonder if it's easier to bring in the Nephilim than it is to blame the humans. I don't know. It's definitely the fucking rich's fault. The elites, whatever you want to call them. And how can you prove otherwise? I mean, what are you going to say, Joe Smith down the street's causing all the fucking damage? Go watch Mike Decker's channel. I don't know if you know who Mike Decker is. Now he's got a video up on chemtrails, and people want to act as if that's not real. It's as fucking real as can be. You don't get contrails out of the backs of planes like that. I mean, they don't last and stretch out for miles because if it was just water vapor. Here's why. If that would be the case, then when it was cold out and you walk down the street, there'd be a line of steam behind you for a quarter mile. You see what I'm saying? That's chemicals just hanging up there in the fucking sky and slowly coming down on our heads. That's where a lot of the shit is coming from. And yet they want to take your ability to travel and cut it in half. All of a sudden, you're in a 15-minute city. All of a sudden, they got to, make you worry about your fucking carbon footprint. While they're flying for lunch, they're going to fly over to, France and then go get some escargot or whatever. Hop on the Concorde and go to Japan or wherever and they never think about what they're fucking doing. That's what pisses me off. Let me see this. Women. Oh, but Ted, there are, what's that? Cipher humans, but there are Agent Smith fallen. Some assholes will sell everyone out because they like steak. Are you an asshole? Or do you just like steak? Let me read this other thing. Remember the Matrix scene? Yeah. That HARP system is controlling our weather. Yeah, they're playing God, okay? They're playing God, and they've been playing it every inch of the way. That's why they want to transhumanism. It's a fucking insult to God. You're made in the image of God, and they're trying to change you genetically, mechanically, whatever, to put pieces and parts in you. Elon Musk is trying to work on that right now as we speak. Here's a fucking microchip. Let's put it in your brain. How about a neural net? God would have gave us one if he thought we needed it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up, Doc? How you doing? Let's see. Who timed out? Wait a minute. Heinz 57. What's this? Doc FT done. Huh. Wait a minute. Okay. Yeah, what's going on that I'm not seeing any of this shit? What did Oracle say? Is that his name? That's fucking weird. Consider it's my fucking channel and YouTube doesn't allow me to see all the comments. Somebody want to explain why the fuck that is? When you get down to it, fucking YouTube's not even making any sense in anything anymore. Sending in bots instead of human beings. You're dealing with fucking human beings, YouTube. How about treating us like that? And if you need to send a mod in, send a mod in. I ain't giving no time to no fucking AI bullshit. Tired of it. You were talking about steak. Oh, yeah. No, somebody said something about steak, and I said, yeah, are you an asshole, or did you, I think it was dial-up. Go back and look at the comments. Point being is I was making a point about how we're getting blamed for every fucking thing in the world that's gone wrong, in my opinion. They kind of pointing the finger at us, the old guilt bombs being dropped on us big time. I think it's all fucking bullshit, and I'm not going to take it no more. I'm speaking up louder and louder. Fuck them. It's a bunch of bullshit. The government's lying to us. The government's out, doing what they fucking want to do, but they want to lock you down. Eventually, that's going to happen again. You do realize that. They're doing it with oil prices now. They couldn't figure out how to fucking limit our rights, our right to move around and everything. They no longer buying into the COVID lies, okay? YouTube, how do you like that? The fucking COVID lies that you used to fucking give me strikes for. You want to talk about that? Yeah, I am a little bit pissed off because I saw one of my things come up the other day showing that it got taken down. This is 2 years ago, and I could contest it. You know, what good is it now? It's old news I was talking about. What's this? Okay. Yeah, see now is it slowing down the chat again? It's fucking bullshit. AI sucks. Okay? AI is fucking criminal. Or AI is the fucking Antichrist. As far as I'm concerned. Hello. I'm named Muhammad. How you doing? Good to meet you. So here's the deal. Hope you don't mind coming into some truth here, because I'm dumping some truth bombs, and I'm waiting for fucking YouTube to do something about it. There are a bunch of jerk-offs over there. I look back at my fucking shit, and they took shit down that they shouldn't have. Had no right to do. And it pissed me off today. I'm sitting on that for all day long, waiting to say something. I can bring up the fucking video and show you that, you know, they call it medical misinformation. And it turned out that what I said was true later on. That was 2022 or something when they took it down, or maybe it was 23. I can go back and pull it up because I can't probably send it out again until I can test it. It just pisses me off. I'm tired of lying. I'm tired, you know, the liars of the world. Just tired of it all. We're being bullshitted. We're being bullshitted. You know? For instance, okay, let's go over here to, what's your name, Muhammad? What's being said over there about the Middle East right now? All that war. How much of it's the truth? Are you over there right now? And do you hear what we're hearing? Because I think a lot of it's propaganda and bullshit. Okay? I don't know what to believe anymore. It's ridiculous. What, did I chase everybody off? They don't like truth? Unbelievable. Maybe just get rid of everybody. It just fucking pisses me off that we are getting screwed over the way we're getting screwed over. Trump's saying this is a holy war and all this. Since when is war holy? When you're fucking killing people, there's no holiness in that. Okay? All this bullshit I'm so fucking fed up with. Bunch of pack of liars. They can't even come clean about the whole Epstein shit. Little kids got fucking destroyed over there, and nobody gives a shit. How about Maui? All those kids burned up to nothingness? Where are those kids at that disappeared? It's a fucking bullshit. Yeah, I agree with that. I'm starting to think he's full of shit myself. We invade. That's the truth. We absolutely did. We invaded. You're right. So at least you're telling the truth there. You saw me in a video and I ran. Okay. But it's a fact, dude. Here's the deal. They didn't come flying over here and invade our airspace, right or wrong. You know? Why are we wasting our fucking people to go die for a war that Israel and Iran should be fighting at? The more I see it, the more it makes me sick. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Hang on for a minute. It's fucking hot as shit in here. Let me take my jacket off for a minute. All right. Still got this little wander. What's that say? Yep. Yep. Yeah, I voted for Trump, but I don't understand why he's going like a madman. It just doesn't, nothing makes sense anymore. Yeah, that's one. Wait a minute, hang on. Okay. All right. I thought somebody sent me a text there. Yeah, and that's your right to. We're supposedly living in a free country, and yet a little while back, when I said I voted for Trump, people were like calling me a scumbag for doing that. Look, they can vote for Biden or whatever. That's on them. However, I don't like what Trump's doing now at all. I don't feel comfortable. To each his own. Where did dial-up go anyway? And for that matter, who else jumped off? Didn't want to hang around? Did I scare him off? Because I think it was him that was giving a little bit of pure gold shit the other day. And I wanted to ask him what all that was. I didn't have time to be checking that out. I guess he ran off. Had it with all the party. Yeah, right wing, left wing, same dirty bird. They're lying to us. It's all big fucking bread and circus, big fucking scam. Maybe. This is fucking bullshit, dude. It's bullshit. I just get pissed off, But anyway, I started out talking about chemtrails. I don't know if you know what chemtrails are, because they don't talk about it a whole lot on actual mainstream media. But basically, it's they're dumping poison on us. It's all the stuff we wouldn't eat in our food. They can't get enough poison into us in our food, so they got to drop it out of the fucking sky and then put it in our water too. Hey, Tammy, are you still on here? What, did YouTube boot everybody to fuck off? Let me send. Maybe that's what's going on. We are at war. Are you talking about with people on the chat, or are you saying we are at fucking war? We're over there blowing the shit out of the Middle East, mostly Iran right now. And then it's Cuba's turn. We're going to go murder some Cubans. Then we're going to probably fly off and do a job on Colombia or some other country. Why? Why the fuck are we wasting all our munitions when China's sitting back and watching all this shit go down? They're going to fucking sucker punch the shit out of us when we're all out of our fucking shit anyway. So just letting you know. That's what I think's getting right here. Preventing Iran from obtaining the nuclear weapon and taking what is ours is not war. Are you paranoid that they're going to take what's ours? What's ours? What is ours? What do you mean? Everything we got was given to us by God, and that's every country. We don't own shit. That's the one truthful thing that the World Economic Forum actually said, even though I don't agree with it, but in reality, it's the truth. You'll own nothing and you'll be happy. That's when you're dead and gone and you're not connected to this fucking mortal world. Other than that, they can come and steal your shit. If you want to, basically make false idols out of your possessions, go for it. So I don't even care anymore about all that shit, basically. What's this say? If we need something from another country, we take it. America first. You talk like you hate the United States. Nope. No. Here's the deal. I believe in what, the Bible doesn't say anywhere that we're supposed to go and fucking bully the shit out of everybody, though. That's all I'm saying, dude. Where are you from? What's your name? The Grizzler? If you need something from another country, we'll take it. Well, you know nothing about me, dude. First off. Second off, um, you're going to be sadly mistaken. And when it's all said and done, you know, your mentality's all fucked up. Make America great again. That's what you're saying, right? Okay. Well, why is Trump not going after these fucking pedophile scumbags that are fucking killing and raping kids on Epstein Island? Why is he hiding that shit? That's all I'm asking. They're all fucking involved in all that shit. Trafficking and all that shit. But, yeah, make it great again. Yeah, okay, clean up all the scumbags that are out there doing that kind of shit. Even if they're your buddies or whoever they are. You got an answer for that? Because nobody seems to want to bring that shit up. Why is Pam Bondi not arresting people? Why is there no fucking movement on any of that shit? The Clintons just did a fucking, what do you call it, a deposition. And you know what? Neither one of them probably end up going to jail or anything for any of the shit that they're lying about. Just fucking sick and tired of the bullshit. Yep. Yep, that's the truth. Who is that? Yeah, what's up, Mark? How you doing? Yep. It's corrupt as shit. You know, they just had a guy on here dial up telling me I don't like. No, it wasn't him. It was this other guy, Grizzler. The Grizzler. Trying to tell me that I don't like my country. No, I'm just being real, dude. We don't have to sink to the levels of fucking robbing other countries, okay? You have no moral codes? It's what I want to know. What's going on with that? Yeah, I'd rather live here too, dude. Yeah. Oh, is that where he's from? Yeah. No, he's thinking that I'm totally against America, and I'm not. I'm against America becoming scumbags and just thinking it's okay and have no moral. You know, you just go and steal it. If we need something, we're going to steal it from somebody. What kind of fucking asshole does that? Did you do that when you were in school? Did you steal, somebody's lunch money, or did you go and fucking rob somebody? It's a fucking jerked off way to live a life. No, that guy's, who's that? Daz Jones? No, he's a socialist. I don't think he's not a communist according to their definition, but yeah. I want the best for the United States. If we need resources from another country, then we should take it. America should always come first. Yeah, I don't agree with that. You just take it. Do you compensate what you're stealing for? Makes you pretty much a scumbag if you're going in and stealing somebody's shit and not compensating at least. Yeah, the taxes to me is minor. Why is he stopping the fucking flow of information on the fucking whole Epstein files? Just wondered. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And so did all them fucking Democrats too. Don't get me wrong. Both sides are fucking guilty. Yeah, where were you, Tammy? Did you get knocked off there? Tried to send you a link. Fred took off too. Somebody else was here too. Uh, how's your mom doing tonight? Where are you at? What's your name? Daz Jones. Where are you at? Where do you live? It is pretty grim if you're over in Europe. It's crazy over there from what I'm seeing. That's cool. At least yeah, dude. You know what makes me sick too? That they've brought in millions upon millions of Muslims who want to act as if you don't have a right to live there yourself. You know, they came in from outside and they're fucking going after people with machetes and raping women in the streets. And if you say or do anything, the cops are coming after you. That's what I'm keep hearing. Is that the truth over there? Seems kind of really fucked up. Well, that's what I keep hearing. So, are you saying that what we're hearing isn't true over here, or it's like propaganda? Or that's part of the problem right now. Censorship again, YouTube and everywhere else is censoring everything, or you're getting half truths, and then the government's doing the same fucking thing. So shit gets. It's like people are filling in the blanks because nature abhors a vacuum. You can't let spaces in between what knowledge we know. Like people start fucking thinking, okay, well, it must be this. They assume shit. So maybe I'm wrong on some of the shit I'm saying, but at least I'm saying something. What's really ticking me off is people sit there and don't say a fucking word. The whole fucking place is going up in fire, basically, the whole world. And I just see people are too busy playing a video game or eating chocolate bonbons and watching their favorite TV show and don't give a shit. Yeah. That's a rough thing, Doc. My pop passed away of cancer. And matter of fact, that's probably part of the reason why I ain't feeling real good the last few days. And I'm a little bit upset because this is the time of year my mother died. And I was thinking that the other day, why I couldn't concentrate at work. It's in the back of my mind, even though it's years back, still fucks with me every time this time of year comes by. So if I'm saying shit that's offending you, that might play into it. Other than I'm getting tired of seeing all the shit going on. I guess that's about as close to an apology tonight as you're going to get if I stepped on toes on things I said. Yeah, I guess it does. It's like the squeaky wheel gets the oil. Like if you don't say nothing, you're just going to get mowed over. They're just going to roll right over, steamroll you. You know, they don't give a shit. We got to speak up. Well, then I'm going to apologize with Grizzler. I'm going to apologize right here and now on this channel to you. I don't mean to be mean or anything. I'm just really at the end of my fucking rope. I feel like we're doing nothing and we're watching Rome burn down. Like, it's like second, what do you call it? Roman Empire crashing and burning. Because that's basically what we are right now. Don't be sorry, Doc. I was just fucking exercising some demons, I guess, trying to get them out of me because I'm extremely pissed off. And I didn't think I was going to come on here and start exploding, but I did. Just ticked off at shit. Me too, dude. I do love this country, but I don't understand why we got to go attack everybody right now and try to take shit. How about at least compensating for them? Say, hey, we'll give you this if you know what I mean. I just going in and just bullying the shit out of people. I don't get that. That doesn't feel right to me. Thank you. Thanks, Doc. Just I just been holding back for a few weeks there, and I'm guaranteeing you, it's because my mom passed, and this is years ago, but all the time right around here, and actually it's going to get worse right about, it happened, she passed away on March 15th, 2 days before St. Patrick's Day, and I'm telling you, it's got to be, because the other day at work, I couldn't concentrate worth the shit, and I know subconsciously it's got to be that. I don't know why else, but it always happens right around now. So I'm blaming it on that. I mean, you guys see me on here all year long. I don't usually yell and scream. I mean, I get upset. But I just realized I'm pretty much fucking got smoke coming out of my ears. And I don't mean to be attacking people because it's out of frustration. I feel like our politicians aren't really doing shit for us. Yeah, then you'll remember it like that. It'll just stick in your mind, even if it's not in the front of your mind. Subconsciously, it'll peek its head out every now and then at you. Hey, what's up, Robert? How you doing? Yeah, that actually happened a while, years ago, Robert. But I noticed every time this time of year comes by, it fucks with me, and I didn't even realize. But I've been getting pissed off and depressed. I think it was Tammy or something the other day. I was talking all down and out, and that's not normally me. I don't know, but I'm seeing it more and more coming out of me. I'm just fed up. I was just fucking yelling and screaming, Tammy. Basically at just that, and you know what, Grizzler, if you're still on there, you have the right to have your opinion. And you can have it on my channel. And I was always said that people can say, but for some reason it got under my skin recently because nobody will even look at the possibility that maybe Trump's wrong in some of the things he's doing. He's not infallible. And the more that we're trusting so much in one man bothers me because he ain't Jesus in my book. Yeah. Well, I'm trying to mellow out right now so I can keep doing a live stream without my blood pressure popping off. The other day, or this morning, I got up, was walking around outside my car and literally almost fell the fuck over. I don't know what the fuck that was about. I thought I was having a stroke for a minute. Yeah, it's no fun. Yeah, there's a lot of that going on too there. Memory is like, I don't think we need to be in 100 different wars all at once. Yeah. Dr. Pepper lowers blood pressure. Did you end up buying a book at that swap meet? Oh, did you see that? You know what? That was a Civil War book, and I walked the fuck out of the damn out of the thing. It was a farmer's market. That girl always has great Civil War books, and the one she had, I already read anyway. It's a novel, Jeff Shara. It's called Killer Angels. It's about Gettysburg battle, of which that I go up to Gettysburg all the time and can literally walk around the battlefield and tell you what happened in what area. I started to really study about that. You just lost your job due to AI after 12 years. Exactly. All this computerized shit, we're all going to be shit out of luck pretty soon. They plan on making us obsolete. They plan on giving us UBI, Universal Basic Income, till that runs out. And then they'll say, oh, well, we can give you a little bit more, but you're going to have to go over here and live in this camp, okay, the 15-minute city, because we can't afford to just keep handing you money. Watch. And eventually that camp's going to have razor wire around it. Yeah. Did that to the Jews during World War II. They moved them into the ghettos in Warsaw, Poland, and then walled them in, and then one by one grabbed them out of there, sending them to concentration camps and killing them. I feel that it's quite possible down the road that could happen to us. Some people might think, nah, that's crazy. It'll never happen. I don't know. Never say never. Yeah, it might be that, Doc. I just noticed. I got literally, I went out in my car. I was walking, and I was like walking, but I was like, felt like I was staggering and shit, like dizzy as hell all of a sudden. Could have been low blood pressure or something at the moment. That's another reason. Yeah, it kind of bothered me. What's this? Stealing people's jobs in factories and driving trucks. So yeah, exactly. Do you guys really want AI out there driving taxi cabs and cars and everything? And here's the deal. What's going to happen to your ability to drive your own car? They're not going to let it happen probably. And yet you're still going to have to pay for insurance. You'll buy a robot with your car, or what I think they're going to do is make an app for your phone that you can plug into your car and it'll drive the fucking car for you. No thanks. People hack phones all the time. That's just one more invention for Elon Musk to probably come up with. To, self-driving car, which I already have, Teslas. But I mean, it'll probably be an app on the phone or something. You plug your phone in. Exactly. Yeah, because you know why? Because during COVID, when people were trying to collect unemployment, they had one hell of a time because there was nobody in the office. See, you couldn't talk or complain to anybody, but maybe there's a tape recorder you can holler into, or answering service, or AI, but you ain't getting nowhere with that. Meanwhile, you're going hungry because there's no money coming in. And they don't have to feel guilty about it. They don't let human beings who have maybe a little compassion for someone in the hurt box and trying to help you to fuck out. Now you got AI that doesn't give a rat's ass, See what I'm saying? Started the self-driving semis, right? And I got canned from UPS, and that was 2021. Yeah. Yeah. What the hell's up with all these companies wanting experience for entry-level jobs? I know. Yeah. It's bullshit. And then on top of that, they don't want to pay nothing anyway half the time. We as human beings have less and less rights. They couldn't give a shit. They can replace us in a heartbeat pretty soon with a robot. And you can say, well, not plumbers or not. Don't be so sure. They're going to fucking try to get rid of as many of us as they can. That's what I think. Yeah. You can't get the experience because they won't give you the chance to learn. You know what I mean? It's a fucking circle. Exactly. That's all. The only way you can do anything. Yep. I think I chased dial up off of here. Yeah, I saw it. It's actually a good movie. There's Young Guns 1, Young Guns 2, and now they're going to actually make a third one, I heard. Yeah, I don't know. He just seemed like he took off. That's when I was spouting off and hollering a little bit. Yeah, that's true. Thanks for reminding me of that. Wanted to talk about that too. That's nuts. You gotta show required ID to use your phone, TV, PC, or printer. That's ridiculous. You're paying for it and you're not allowed to use it. Fuck you, then. I'll just hook up a couple of cans on a string if I want to talk to my neighbor. That's about as far as that'll go. And either that or open the window and holler down the street. Yeah. Yeah. Fuck that. You're not even allowed to use your phone without IDing yourself and everything. But, they want you to pay $1,000 for an iPhone. Pound sand, assholes. Yeah, they do. Well, they have the second one. The third one's coming out. It's a pretty good movie. Young Guns 2 is the one with the peyote. Yeah. Yeah. And there's a Christian Slater is actually in that one. And I think somebody that was in the other one's no longer in that. Like one of them got killed. Oh, Emilio Estevez's brother, Charlie Sheen, gets killed in the first movie early on. I didn't even know they had, yeah. If you like that, Robert, did you ever watch Outlaw Josey Wales? Is he in here, Arkansas Pete? How come I don't see him? Is he in here, Doc? I don't even see him in here. That's another thing that was pissing me off. I just see Arkansas. What is Arkansas? Oh, wait a minute. Are you talking about the movie? It's not Arkansas Pete, but it's Dave what's his name? Christian Slater. That's it. I thought you were talking about the dude that came onto the YouTube channel. What was his name? Oh shit. It was Christian Slater, Dave Rudaball or something, but he had another name in that. And it was actually a real guy. And supposedly in real life, I think he got his head cut off. Yes, exactly. But it's something else. It's close to that. It's wait a minute. Hang on. Give me 1 second. The life of me, I can't remember, but what is the name of Christian Slater's character in Young Guns 2?
Young Guns 2 has 38 characters. Here are
Arkansas Dave,
Billy
not
the
Arkansas.
Kid, Pat Garrett, and Arkansas Dave Rudabaugh.
Rudabaugh, yeah. Dave Rudabaugh, Arkansas. And I think there really was an Arkansas Dave Rudabaugh. Some of these people that are in that movie were taken off of real people in real life. Yeah, Arkansas Pete was. There was a guy on here about a week or two ago, kept booting him off of here. He was just a troll from down south. Dave's not here. That's a good one. Yep. Cheech and Chong. Christian Slater was in another movie. It was pretty cool. Did you guys ever see Broken Arrow? I think John Travolta and Christian Slater. It was like someone was trying to steal a nuke. I think John Travolta was the bad guy in that movie. It's a few years back. It was called Broken Arrow. That was like code for one of our missiles got stolen or something. Doc, did you take your funny pills today? You're hitting on all cylinders. No, that's John Travolta disco one, some Staying Alive or something. True Romance is another good one. Christians, yeah, he played a character named Clarence in that. He ended up at one point stealing what he thought was a suitcase full of his girlfriend's clothes. She was working for a pimp. And he ended up stealing like fucking 10 kilos of cocaine or something in a suitcase. And Blue Lou, who was the mafia guy played by, what the hell's that guy's name? Dennis Hopper was the guy's father. And the other guy, I'm drawing a blank. Christopher Walken, sorry. True Romance. It's a good movie. Really good movie. James Gandolfini is in that. The scene with him is fucking brutal. He's beating the shit out of Clarence's girlfriend, the one he rescued. Yeah, you have to go. I don't want to mess the movie up. Go check out True Romance. It's Tony Scott directed it, I think, and the screenplay was written by what's his name? The guy did Reservoir Dogs. What's that guy's name? I'm drawing a blank here. I don't know how the fuck I can't remember that. Fuck. Yeah. What's the fucking dude's name? Steve Buscemi was in one of the movies there. Nah, man, I can't think of it. This is nuts. Hang on. Give me a second here. Man, my memory's shit anymore. I don't know why. Who did the screenplay for the movie True Romance? You guys are going to know.
Gary Oldman played the pimp Drexel Spivey in the movie True Romance.
No.
His performance, though brief, is considered a highlight of the film.
Yeah. Tony Scott directed the movie True Romance. Who wrote the screenplay?
Tony Scott directed True Romance.
Quentin Tarantino. Couldn't remember. I don't know how the hell I couldn't remember that. Quentin Tarantino. It looks like you got it right before I got that. Yep. Great movie. That's entertainment, I'll tell you. Did any of you guys see that? Doc, you probably saw it, right? It's an awesome movie. The best though is when James Gandolfini gets fucking killed. He gets shot with a shotgun and his head smashed in because basically he was beating up Patricia Arquette, who was Clarence's girlfriend, and the fucking scene's brutal. She fucking got him at the end. Yeah, it was pretty violent. I don't know, Robert. I've gotten stuff from the talent company. What do you call it in town? I don't know. I think it's bullshit in a way because basically they're looking for money. Is what I think. It's there might be a chance to get a commercial or something out of it, but you gotta come in there and pay for what do you call it? Glossy photos, 8x10s or whatever the hell they are, and the directors will check out things and shit. But it's costing you money because you also got to pay for a subscription to this magazine and all that. Seems to me like I bet you they send out hundreds of those. Hey, come on in, check. Yeah, it's a scam probably, but I may still look into it. What if you decide to pursue acting? Please be your agent. I want to put my business degree to use. There you go. I'm trying to figure what to do for a next job. All you got to do is get a AFTRA SAG card. What's that run you, Doc? What exactly is that anyway? AFTRA/SAG card. Forgive my ignorance, but I don't think I know what that is. You know what you can do in the meantime if you need money there, memory, is DoorDash for the time being until they fucking replace all the DoorDashers with robots. It's, you're your own boss. You drive food from point A to point B. Actor's card. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but you know what? Look at some of the scumbags in Hollywood. I don't know that I want to be part of that crowd. The money's good, maybe, but what's this? Steve Rand. Breaking: U.S.-Israel just destroyed Iran's oil sites. There goes the oil. You want to hear something crazy? One of those oil rigs, it's called Abaddon, like in the Bible, Abaddon. Almost spelled very close to the same exact thing. And Abaddon was Apollyon also. It comes out of the pit. Just weird that some of the names are popping up in Revelation things going on. And that's where the pit opens up and hordes of locusts come out. It's probably, what's this say? Get insurance and pension. Yeah, but look into Revelation for that. Abaddon. It's weird that it's the same word and it means pretty much the same thing. Yeah, I think another thing that pissed me off too earlier was actually the way YouTube's running anymore. Doesn't make any sense. Algorithms are all screwed up or something. They keep changing shit. You can't. You're trying to figure out how to better your channel, and they have like a studio app, or you can have, right. It's pointless. The reason it's pointless, in my opinion, is because every other day they're changing shit, so you can't even keep up with what's the changes are half the time, and half the time it feels like it's not for the better, these changes. For instance, if you go right now and look back at my videos that were shorts, for instance, go back the last 4 or 5 months, I had some coming out, 1,000 views, 1,000 views, 1,000 views, 2,000 views. Now all of a sudden, it's all like 500, 500, which is weird. Even when it was 1,000 views, it was always almost the same amount. This doesn't seem real to me. It seems like it's some computer just spitting out numbers. It didn't, how many people are even watching it? You wonder sometimes. Screen Actors Guild, I heard. Yeah, all right. Yep. Yeah, I don't even know whether YouTube's even worth it. What's this say? Explosions cause minor damage at U.S. Embassy in Oslo, Norway. Iran still bombing. Yeah, this thing's going worldwide. And I think people are going to realize you're not going to find food the way you find it now. In about a month or two, you're going to go in a grocery store. It's going to look nothing like it does now. It's just going to keep getting worse. I don't know what kind of prices you guys are paying on gas, but that's going through the roof. That's going to affect food prices and everything else as well. I guess it's good in some ways, but it's, again, I don't feel it's realistic. Yeah. I don't think there's any humans involved in any of this shit with YouTube hardly anymore. It's all run by AI. Yeah, it's probably a good thing to do there, Tammy. Yep. Exactly. It's going through the roof already. And for someone that's doing delivery driving, man, that fucking sucks. The only good thing is I got a hybrid, half gas, half electric. Which, you know what? I would have never bought this car. I bought it at the moment I bought it, but I wasn't real happy about. Now I am, in a way, because I get a lot better gas mileage. But I didn't like the idea of the whole hybrid being all that woke shit, carbon footprint horse shit. I don't buy into that. We're going to have to worry about our carbon footprint while they're, the elites are flying around the world and doing whatever the hell they want with their companies, polluting everything. But, God forbid if you went down the street in your, Prius or whatever, that's burning a hole in the fucking ozone. What a bunch of shit, hypocrisy. Oh, about herbs and shit? You know what? One thing I should do now, it's getting the warmer weather. I'm going to go into the woods and forage and do videos on collecting herbs and shit and different herbs you can use. My buddy is showing me the difference between edible mushrooms and poison ones. Yeah, don't make a mistake, Doc. There's other things to eat in the forest that's not as risky. I'll tell you what. I think one of the easier ones to find, safer ones, would be shiitake mushrooms and oyster mushrooms. They grow on tree bark on the side of the trees. If you're going to eat mushrooms, I would look for something like that and do some research on it. Yeah. Yeah. Just don't eat. I think they're called death angels or death caps. One bite can fucking just about kill you. Yeah. Yeah, Weed's been asking about you. It's like, where did that Robert go? We got the bong sitting here. Where's Robert? Robert sobered up. Still smoke a bowl for you. Yeah, yeah. You know the worst part about that, Robert? When you're a cop and you go and bust somebody and they got a big old bag of weed, you can't even pinch a little of that and roll it up and smoke it. You should add a lot. Yeah, there you go, Doc. Here's a for instance when you're talking about like YouTube. Look up top. We got, according to my thing, it says three. Nah, as soon as I said that, they put it back up to 5 people in the chat. See, they constantly messing with the numbers all over the place. Now, if it says 5, now it says 4. Somebody else is going to say 3 on theirs, and 2. Nothing's consistent at all. You know, the statistics aren't consistent. Makes no sense. I have 7 likes. Now, why do I have 1 less like than you? I have 3 and 7. It says 14 for me. Are you, wait a minute. You have 14 what? Likes? Or 14 people in the chat? See what I'm saying? And Tammy had 8 up there. Nothing's consistent. How can it be all over the board like that? And how the fuck is the studio going to help you in anything if none of the statistics really mean shit? You can't make yourself better by using statistics that aren't real. You know? That's all I'm saying. It doesn't make any sense anymore. Now I got 6 in the chat up there. I don't get it. Now it's 5. I guess somebody rolled out, didn't like what I was talking about. One of the bots probably left. Can you guys hear me, by the way? 5x5. YouTube's be all kinds of bipolar in here. Yeah, it's crazy. Yep, 5x5. Right? Oh, you asked it. See, you still have some residue left over, man. Your memory's for shit, dude. Yours is as bad as mine. And I don't even smoke weed. You asked me that earlier. And I said, no, actually, I left the damn book there. It's called The Killer Angels. It'll probably be there tomorrow. That girl shows up all the time. I'll stop down and get it. I think I already have a copy of it. But for $3, I'll buy another one. You can hear me? All right, that's cool. It's owned by Google, so it shouldn't be. What's owned by Google, Doc? YouTube. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's that Chinese math we got going up there, you know? What they used to call that Chisenbach? where they tapped their fingers on the freaking counter. It was like some kind of calculator. Now they just count on their fingers. The kids at the cash register don't know how to fucking add numbers. Shit. It's not funny, really. Why aren't they teaching them mathematics and stuff instead of teaching them about the 72 kinds of genders they have and all the other ridiculous shit that they're using instead of education, you know? AI control. Yeah, exactly. Fucking everything's nuts in this world anymore. Teaching them how to use a litter box. They're fucking shitting in litter boxes in schools. The fuck is wrong with these people? You think they're like animals, like they live on the streets of San Francisco or something. Yeah. Oh, actually, supposedly I can be monetized. I just haven't followed through. And wait a minute. I'd be at the gentleman's club with my uncle, and he'd tell me that it was harder than Chinese arithmetic. Yeah. Right? Yeah. I just don't understand why they're not teaching kids in school something other than like drag queen storybook hour and whatever the hell else they're teaching them that has nothing to do with nothing other than perversion or just retardation stuff. You know, ass backwards, upside down logic that means nothing. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Where in Germany are you from, dude? Anywhere near Bremen? Oh, you're in Monchen? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why. I thought Trump made that illegal or something. And they probably don't have an American flag in there. I don't get that, you know. Bavaria. All right. What's it like over there right now? Is things getting kind of crazy over there in Germany? Like gas prices are going through the roof over here. We invented the October. Yeah, okay, yes. Gotcha. Yep. It's a good holiday or good evidently it's a big beer drinkers thing. Back in the day I used to drink. Yeah, they actually do. There's restaurants that celebrate it. I guess probably the same time of year. I'm assuming it's in October, Oktoberfest. But yeah, Frankenmouth. Mouth. Are you in like the southern part of the state of Michigan there, Mark? Because I think that's where um uh what's her name? Spirit in the Sky Blue. She has a YouTube channel, and she was in a German named place. That might have been it. She did a video in there. My granddaughter don't get a teacher, only laptop with lessons. Yeah. Yes, is becoming more expensive, and the government's doing. Yeah, exactly, dude. All the governments in the world are against us, for real. They're filling their pockets with money, and we're gonna start losing everything. Okay, closer to Detroit. Yeah. Nope, not at all, dude. What's your name anyway? Where are you from, dude? What's your name? Ella View? No, that's smart. Don't ever do that, dude. You smart move. Don't, because somebody'll make life hell for you, doing something like that. Where are you from? How do you say your name? Ella View? I'm not even sure how to pronounce that. Okay. Okay. So you were on here earlier under someone else's name. You're from the UK, maybe? Or no, you're the one that was talking about Trump. Not so great anymore, dude. I mean, make America great. Uh, Still got some work to do on that. Enemy of the state, yeah. Now it's Arkansas Pete. There he is, Arkansas Pete. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Will Smith and Hackman. Yep. The deal is all these guys that are in control around the world, they don't give a damn about the little people. You know, we're cannon fodder. They don't care if we die on the battlefield so they can make more money. That's what it really comes down to. I don't know, but Arkansas Pete. I was just talking about that troll. It might be Amir. I figure he was ducking bombs right about now and didn't have time to troll us. He's over there in Iran, supposedly. Yeah, it's about time for Amir to show back up again. He was popping in there for a while. I only started kicking him off the damn thing when he was starting shit with people over and over and over. Got to be ridiculous. Yeah. Yeah, it makes you kind of wonder. Maybe there's only like 10 people that are actually really come onto this channel, but they try to make it look like there's a whole shitload of people and they just keep changing the names. You know, wouldn't put it past them. YouTube's fraudulent. It's fucking doesn't seem like it's real to me anymore. Yeah, you're right. Yep. The new generation will suffer for living. Gaslighting, yep. Right. Yeah, like I was saying now, kids are being ripped off of a decent education. All this money gets sent into taxes for education, and what are they doing with it? They're pissing it away. You know, making stuff up, telling them the kids, "Oh, it's okay if you feel like a cat today. You can go take a crap in the litter box, and all be well." Not like, hey, one day you have to go out and earn a living, and trying to bring them down to earth and shit. Instead, they're fucking, putting them in a fantasy land where they can be whatever spirit animal they want and not have to pay bills or do anything or be responsible for anything. It's the wrong fucking way to raise kids, Yeah, exactly. Can't fool everybody all the time, right? I work to pay rent, eat. That's all I can. Yeah, can't save enough money. That's right. I agree with you, dude. More taxes. Yep. Public school brainwash our youth. Yeah. Doc, what the hell? Doc's on a tear here. Do you have like 101 hard jokes? Book called 101 Jokes for. What's this? Yeah. Yeah. The thing is, they throw you in jail. Are they doing that over there? I heard someone got arrested maybe a year or two ago. I think they were in Germany. They were outside an abortion clinic praying to themselves. Cops came up and asked him, I think it was Germany, asked him what he was doing. He told them he was praying for unborn souls, and they dragged him away, handcuffed him, dragged him away, and arrested him. He wasn't bothering anybody. He was sitting there doing his thing. To me, that sounds evil. Yes, the police is very aggressive in Germany. Yeah, it's getting bad over here. Australia's pretty bad too, dude. From back during COVID, I saw videos coming out of there. It was ridiculous. What was Germany like when COVID was going on? Was it real strict? Yeah, that's the thing. That almost destroyed the world's economy. Look at everybody got hurt by that. And it's like they want to try to do it again, but they're afraid to. They love that power they had over everybody. Yeah. We're getting tired. Yeah, well, The economy over here took a beating too from COVID. I still say it's just a matter of time they're going to release something else onto the world, some other kind of pandemic. Yeah. Exactly. They're using a different thing to get the same results. It's all about controlling us, keep us in fear, keep us locked down as best they can. Basically, it's good versus evil right now, basically. And they're trying to steal your freedoms and your God-given rights. God gave us free will, and they're trying to steal it away. Yeah, right. Doc, some of them starting to sound like Rodney Dangerfield. Yep. Exactly, Tammy. Exactly. Now, why do you think they're spending so much energy to make our lives miserable? It's because they know it's coming due. The payment's coming due. All the sin and corruption that they've done is going to get caught up with. I think that God's ready to shake the world to its core, and these people are going to, karma's going to happen. They're going to get what's coming to them. Dr. Vinny Boom Bots. Exactly. There you go, Doc. I get no respect at all. It's a shame he died. Rodney Dangerfield was pretty funny. I guess he'd probably be about 90 years old by now. They was giving Social Security about $2,000 for jobless people, but they're doing a new law that stops the Social Security. Yeah, it's going to be like universal pay. They're going to, nobody's going to have work. They're going to be like, okay, here's your allowance. And, basically they're going to lock you down or something. And eventually they're going to probably say, well, we can't afford to do this way. So instead of you getting that money, we're just going to let you live free of rent. You won't have to pay rent, but you have to go over here to the 15-minute city with the razor wire, also known as a concentration camp, but enjoy yourself while you're there. That's hop in one of the ovens or whatever. Because that's what they're fucking sending us, right to a fucking concentration camp eventually. I mean, it's kind of sick, but it's really, I feel like that's where it's going to go. And I don't, it's people are messed up. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. A lot of homeless people. Things are falling apart around the world, and it's going to be horrible. That's exactly right, Tammy. Yeah, they'll keep you there. Like they're treating us like animals. First, you get your vaccination, then we put you in a pen, a 15-minute city cage, till we're ready to harvest you, till we're ready to use whatever we want off of your body, be it organs transfers. They'll be yanking your kidneys out and giving them to some rich guy. It's fucking crazy. The world's gone up in smoke. Right, right. You're right, Doc. Yeah, your ID now, they want to know if you're an organ donor. Get in an accident, you're unconscious, they're going to start yanking things out of your body and selling them on the black market just about. If you can't find a job, you die from starvation. Starving. Yeah, exactly. Sheep will better open their eyes. You know what? The scary thing is, this is right around the corner by now. You know what I mean? I'm talking about this since COVID. Yeah, this is coming down the road. It's so close now. It's ridiculous. It's going to happen soon. Shit's going to start happening. And then the people that are like, "Ah, oh, you're a conspiracy nut. You're full of shit. It's not going to happen." They're going to shit their pants and not know what to do because they didn't even mentally prepare themselves for the worst case scenario at all. And if it happens, they're going to be stunned. But meanwhile, someone that's talking about and thinking about it may game plan enough in their head and have an idea how to fucking duck the first wave of bullshit that's going to come at us. They'll maybe survive for a little while. Free housing. Yeah, exactly. You see the mic moment between Z and Putin, and they were talking about living forever through organ replacement. Yeah. They're harvesting our organs in no time. Watch. Yeah. I heard that China's talking about AI, an AI emperor. You know what? They're all going to start doing that. Different countries, they're going to make an AI god, and they'll want us all to worship it. False idols, you know? Start seeing that shit, you got to know we're right at the end times then. Yeah, maybe. China, yeah. Basically, they're the world because they're the ones that released that shit. Right. Why the fuck did we ever let them sell us every fucking chip that we need for everything? They they can sabotage our whole everything, our whole air force, our whole every weapon system. It's all got Chinese chips in it. Yeah. Yep. You might be right, Doc. Yep. Military equipment too. Did you guys notice? I was watching the numbers up top again. They haven't even moved a little bit. Nobody rolled by. Nobody stopped in for 10 seconds. See what I'm saying? Probably. You know what? Germany makes some incredible machinery. Always have. You guys, your machinists and stuff, everything's precise, and BMWs, everything you guys make is quality. I don't know. I think they're doing incredible job. You know what? Germany had the best tanks in World War II. The Panzers, they were unstoppable almost. Everything they make, clocks, watches, all that stuff, it's all top notch. They take pride in their work, like kind of like China does, sort of too. Or they did. Now they're just China's basically stealing everybody else's stuff and counterfeiting it. Yeah. Yep. Evidently, nobody's going to be able to be neutral anymore, because Trump will come in and take you over. Yeah. I don't agree with, and I said this, and somebody got pissed off earlier. I just don't think we need to go steal other people's shit. If you're going to go and take Greenland, you better fucking compensate. You don't just go in and invade a country and take what you want. I don't agree with that. We can be great without being thieves. They built their machines with too many redundancies. I don't know, Doc. Some of their stuff holds up pretty damn good, though. You know what it is? They're thorough. They have backups on their backups. You know what I mean? Like you're saying, redundancy, but they're saying, they're looking at it as something goes wrong, they got something else to back it up. What's this? Trump has lost his mind. That's what I was saying. It's just something doesn't feel right. And earlier, the dude was getting all hot-headed because I said, what's going on? Why is nobody questioning that at all? That we're supposed to just follow blindly, that Trump can do no wrong. That's the only thing I just, how do you not at least question stuff? I hear a cat outside. Sounds like it's in heat. Kitty cat. Huh. Heard a cat out there. It sounded like it was looking for food or something. It's probably in heat. Yeah. Look, I voted for Trump, but I'm getting a little concerned. Do we really need to run around the globe and start attacking everybody all at once and take things over? Really? It feels kind of wrong to me. Yeah, that's what I think it was, a stray cat. It was either a stray cat or a skinwalker. You know what a skinwalker is? Do you guys have them over in Germany? Really, you shouldn't even talk about them. Really, the American legend, or I guess it's around the world. You don't talk about skinwalkers because it'll draw them to you. Obviously, I don't partake in that. I don't believe that, but I guess some people do. Blue collar workers. Yeah, yep. Stray dog. Yeah. Doppelgangers. There you go. You're right. It's like they can look like you and shit. Blue collar, yeah. Doc, you're full of wisdom, which is better than being full of shit. So I give you credit. You got a lot of good insight tonight. What's the weather right now over in Germany? You guys getting rain, or it rained over here earlier today? Yeah. Yeah. Wonder what time it is right now. Let's see. Almost 11 o'clock. It's cold, 1 degree. You guys use Celsius, not Fahrenheit, right? When I was a kid, I said this the other day on a live stream. America was going to switch over to the metric system, and we never did. That was 40, 50 years ago. I remember hearing that. OJ's doing pretty good. Yeah, OJ's my cat, in case you didn't know. What's your name there? Donut Trump Mirax 662. My cat, he's actually, maybe that was him I heard outside. Maybe he jumped out the window. Nah. Yeah, my furry son. Yeah, you know what? The funny thing is, if he ever goes to school, he'll use a toilet. He won't be using no fucking litter box. My son's smarter than that. Yeah. Well, they're going to tax us on the sun, how much sun you're allowed to have now. First, it was a carbon footprint. Now you're only allowed so much sun, or you get a little bit of a tan. They come along and they have like a chart that tells you how much you owe them. Like different gradations, or how much color you have on your face. That's the next thing. New World Order bullshit. How about England? You got England's over there raining all the time. Fog and rain over in England. Sun or air, you can't have both, right? Yep. Have you ever been in England? England's evidently having a lot of problems over there. The UK, people getting locked up over there for basically standing up for themselves. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Yeah, God made that sea there and that beach. You know, who are they to tax you on showing up there? You know, if it's public property and they're still trying to get money out of you, you can't, you know, poor people can't enjoy nothing in the world. Yeah, I've heard it. My brother told me one of his high school friends' cat used to use the toilet. Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's a Dire Straits song there. Money for nothing. You're right. They don't have the right to deny you access to the frickin' sea and to the. It's bullshit. Who died and left them in charge of everything? You know. Yes, I have both. I have German and I have some English. My dad has English on his mother's side. Her name was Clarkson, I believe. And my mother's side of the family, my mother, their last name was Richner. Or not, they Americanized it, called it Richner, but it was Richter or something. Rickner, I think. And I think during the Civil War, I think I had a relative that was in the. There's German soldiers came over here. Germans came over here during the Civil War and fought. And actually, they were out of Germantown in Philadelphia, I believe. And the reason they called that was where a lot of Germans came over here. And there's another area. Anyway, there were the 11th Corps, and unfortunately, when I was a kid, hang on one second, let me show you something. We had what's called an ambrotype of a soldier. It's Civil War era. Here's what one would look like. It's in a case. It's 150 years old, and it's got a picture inside. Let me show you. Wait a minute. Yes, I do have German roots. That's called an ambrotype. It's a picture with a black background. It's a negative, and this is from about 1860. I collect these, or did. I still got a lot of them, but I had a shit ton back in the day. Um, and Irish. I do have Irish, German, Irish. Yes, I have Irish also. So I'm Irish, German, and English, and also somewhere in there I have American Indian. I have uh, Cree Indian, supposedly. I haven't been able to verify this totally, but my uncle did a research family tree, and we also had Lenape on my dad's side. So I'm like a mixed mutt. I got a little of everything in me. Yeah, yeah. You know what? That's one of the things why I say Germans were incredible artists, because one of my favorite photographers from the 1860s '60s was a guy. His name was Gutenkunst, which means good artist, I believe, in German. He actually worked for royalty doing paintings and shit, and he moved over here and worked out of Philadelphia for like 70 years. He was in the early stages of photography. He started out as a painter, and it was interesting because I had one of his early pieces, and then one at the very end of his life. He was still in Philly. It was actually a poster or a long paper image on cardboard of President Woodrow Wilson, I believe, at Philadelphia Congressional Hall, giving a speech. And both of those things would have been worth a lot. Unfortunately, I sold them before I realized what I had. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I'm pretty much half anti government too, and no wonder. Look at the fucking world, the condition of the world. The governments of the world are just greedy scumbags that rose to the top throughout their lives. Probably were class presidents and always seeking out high position. You know, treating everybody else less, than they are. It's all full of ego and shit, and they got to control everything. Basically, control freaks and narcissists. That's who's running the world, mostly. Yeah. Painter. Okay. Mailer. Yeah. Yeah, but this guy's name was Gutenkunst. He started out. Guten means good, correct? In German, Guten, G-O. I'm not sure how to spell it. Guten and Kunst, is that art? I might be wrong. Someone told me that one back in the day. Mailer means painter. Or is that Mauler? Mauler. Anyway, this guy, good. Guten is good. That's what I thought. And Kunst. Anyway, this guy had an incredible career in photography. He actually did a picture of Abraham Lincoln at Gettysburg, I believe, and a couple other Gettysburg pictures. It's pretty exciting over here. I'm big into history. I like learning about history. If you don't know your history, you're doomed to repeat it. You know what I mean? That's the thing. Why they want the young to dislike the elderly. That's where your wisdom comes from. The people that already lived this shit already. They know what to do and what not to do, and they try to pass it on to their children. But the elites want the children dumbed down and to be hating on us and divide and conquer. Good morning. Yeah. No. I was talking about a painter. So how would you, or an artist, sorry. Artist means like painting. Yeah, that's true, Doc. Damn, you got like 101 snappy answers there, Doc. Al Jaffe. You're Al Jaffe tonight. You know who that is? $100 to the first person that can name who Al Jaffe was. It'll be Monopoly money, but I'll still give you $100. Nobody knows who Al Jaffe was. Yeah, I'm testing him. He's pretty much on point all night long with snappy answers. I just gave a hint there. Yes, I like the church in Cologne and the castles. Yeah, it's neat stuff. Yep. Yeah, you got it. You Googled it. You Googled it. But you got it. And it was from Mad Magazine, Al Jaffe. Yeah. Yep. Austria, yeah. Austria is right next to you guys, isn't it? Arnold Schwarzenegger was from Austria. Now you got it, Doc. That's right. What Me Worry as Mad Magazine. Alfred E. Newman. Oh, you know who should have got this? The Fisherman's, his logo is actually Alfred E. Newman on it. Fisherman, are you still here in the chat? Yep. What's that? Your dad left the army 3 months after your birth? Australia is beautiful. Lakes and mountains. Nature is incredible. You were in Australia or Austria? That used to be a English prison colony. That's how Australia started off. But I did hear that's really incredible over there. I think I'm gonna call it a night. Getting kind of tired here. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. Appreciate all you. Hey, if you get a chance, subscribe and talk to you guys again. Maybe in a couple days, maybe tomorrow. I don't depends on how I'm feeling. Thanks again, and hit me with the thumbs up on the way out. Have a good one, everyone. Be safe out there.